High drama tonight at the University of Hawaii. Is Chancellor Tom Apple in or out? Good evening, I'm Yenji Denise in for Paula Akana tonight. Apple is talking to KITV4. KITV4's Catherine Cruz just got back from the Manoa campus and has our top story.
Well, Yenji, Tom Apple just returned from a trip this weekend, and we're told he was in an executive team meeting this morning with UH President David Lassner. And late this afternoon, Apple spoke briefly about his future.
The Manoa Chancellor was in and out of his office for meetings all day today. His attorney, Jerry Hyatt, told KITV Apple has not been terminated. The Chancellor makes $439,000 annually and is 2 years into a 5-year agreement. Apple did tell reporters today he wants very much to stay on the job.
We have a lot to do here at Manoa. Thank you.
You'd like to stay?
Yes.
Has the president given you any kind of timeline, sir?
No. No, I gotta go.
Across campus, shockwaves are reverberating about the uncertainty swirling around the hiring freeze announced by Apple and now his future. The new semester starts next month, and there are fears that scores of classes could be canceled as lecturers aren't rehired.
If it's in courses, especially more advanced courses, the students need to graduate, the results could be rather devastating.
O'Hara's program of Southeast Asian Studies is also in a tough spot. It may not hear back on much-needed federal funding for a month and a half.
We're keeping our fingers crossed, and if we don't get that federal grant, and if there's a hiring freeze, we're going to be sitting in our offices looking out the window and counting paper clips.
Students are understandably worried. Is the chancellor in or out? Is the freeze on or off?
I'm more concerned about the students who are about to graduate who aren't able to take the courses that are required for their degrees because of the freeze. I think that would be very disappointing for them, especially for those who want to hurry up and get their degrees.
Dan Seo is a new student who just arrived this week. He's wondering how a freeze will affect his degree in Korean language.
I am getting ready to start. I'm a transfer student, and I'm here for ROTC on an ROTC program. So I kind of need the Korean lecturers to be there in order for me to progress through the program.
UH said today it's working to get information about what programs will be affected. It did add, however, that the deans have been instructed to retain all classes needed for graduation. And today, one lawmaker who in the past butted heads with Chancellor Apple is now coming to his defense.
It's tough being Chancellor of Manoa, and I think that, you know, from my perspective, the Chancellor has done pretty well these last couple of years. If the change is going to be made, my biggest concern is stability and leadership moving forward.
Now, should there be a vacancy at UH Manoa, Takai said perhaps there ought to be a discussion whether Manoa really needs a chancellor. It used to be that the president of UH had those duties, but that is a discussion he said that UH regents will need to have. Back to you, Yenji.